Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode on the podcast. Just to clear up, um, if you're watching the video or the audio sounds different on Spotify when you listen to this, it's because I've got a new laptop, as you can see, and I haven't gotten all the technical stuff set up yet, so I've got to figure everything out. There's nothing for me to plug my microphone into, so I don't have that set up now, which is weird. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. They're just kind of just sitting here, but it feels a lot weirder just like look at my laptop and just talking to a screen. But oh, shit. Um, but no, like we'll move. Yeah, for today's episode, that was mostly why I couldn't get my episodes out recently enough. And I'm like 3 episodes behind now. But so I thought I'd just get the easiest one out of the way, the one that takes the least amount of prep. So I thought I'd just go on Let Me Chat episodes out because it's literally just me reflecting on what's happened to me in the past month. So each month I'll do a Let Me Chat episode. This month there hasn't really been too much going on. It's really just one main big like broad topic, but two things specifically like subtopics within that is that like relationships like now, and I know it's gonna get like more difficult as time goes on with uni and work and everything, but it's just been so much harder to maintain friendships and relationships purely because of um like I guess the setup of how our schedules are. And with my as everyone on my notes, so put down partnerships to start off with specifically because like I'm just like every other fucking person, like people come in and out your life for short periods of time or a long period of time. And like recently I've had like, I don't know, like one or two people that I've tried to see if there's anything there. And um like with that, it kind of made me like obviously think about it, like when I was journaling I like spoke about it a lot more. But um maybe let's think about the idea of in a relation, like when you're single, there's a big difference between when you're looking for for a relationship and when you're open. And for when someone's looking for a relationship, um, they're just constantly putting an effort. The majority of their time and effort is going to finding someone to be in a relationship with. So like they're constantly DMing people, they're going out super frequently, like more than twice a week, or like, like twice a week or more. They're asking their mates to, or bro, put me on this person, put me on this person. Can you set me up with this person? Like they're constantly putting toward fuck hell. Putting the time and effort towards finding a relationship, and they think that they'd always have to be in a relationship. Um, they're likely gonna become overly connected with the first person that they meet for someone who's looking for a relationship. Um, they're not gonna be able to like assess the person that they are talking to at that moment. When you're looking for a relationship, you're wanting to just get into something intimate straight away. You're not seeing how their personality matches yours. You're not seeing how they treat others around them, if they're narcissistic, if they're selfless, if they're able to handle confrontation, like all these really important things in a relationship that not a lot of people look for they aren't able to assess those like criterias. And I'm not here saying, like, I've never fucking done this. Like, obviously, like, literally recently, I've been like looking too hard to find a relationship. Like, um, one of my really, Jesus Christ, I fucking closed on me. Like, one of my really good friends, Annabelle, our our friendship got so close purely because of the fact that I'd just call or FaceTime her as soon as I would start talking to like a girl. Like something happened with a girl and I go with someone or they requested me or they texted me, like I'll call her up straight away. I would um ask if she knew her, what her thoughts about her were, what we've been talking about, what I think of her, and like all this shit. Um and then like every single time she would tell me like, Charlie, you're looking too hard, like you just need to wait. I'm like, yeah, thanks, but you're the fucking one in a relationship, so it's easy for you to say that. But she is right. I'm just a really fucking impatient person. Like I hate waiting. I hate the period of like when you have to. This sounds shit. But I hate the period of when you have to get to know like all the, I guess, boring and fucking like baseline stuff about that person. Like what do you do? Name. What are you doing at uni? Are you working? Um, fucking, what do your parents do? How many siblings do you have? Do you have pets? Like, that shit is just brain rotting to me. Like, I wish I could just, like, already know those basics about the person and then just dig deeper, like, ask, like, more personal questions. Because I enjoyed, like, learning about, like, those personal details about people. That's what makes me so close with my mates that are in, like, my tight circle now is have like constantly having like really deep and personal conversations with them and being able to like thrive in those conversations. Um, and then the last point for someone who is like constantly looking for a relationship is they're going to constantly fixate on what could be instead of what it actually is or what is actually happening. So they will start talking to this person and then immediately after like a week, they will picture what they could look like with this person in the future, in like the most ideal situation possible, which it will cause them to love the person more purely based on their own imagery. So they'll like, it sounds crazy, but like even I've done this. Like you'll be talking to this person and you constantly focus on the positives, like oh my god, she's beautiful, she's um like you focus on like all these physical attributes, and then like oh she likes my personality, she's easy to talk to, and then you immediately pitch yourself like threes into a relationship with her, being super comfortable, like going to each other's houses, being comfortable with the parents, being married to the siblings, um, going on drives with them, going on dates. You picture all these things that happen after you build like this strong relationship with a person, and picturing that in your head a week into like a talking stage with this person, it causes you to like them way more than what you actually should in that present moment because you probably don't know that much about the person. And then it causes you to become fixated on this idea of what you could look like with this person instead of taking shit for what it actually is at that moment. And then the difference between being open and being, and looking for a relationship is people who are open, they don't depend on the person to improve their own lifestyle. They don't ask them out, they ask them to join. So, for example, when you want to ask her out on a date, you'll typically say, "Oh, do you want to go do this? Do you want to go get some food?" And like asking them to do something like to cater to them. Whereas open people ask them to join. So this can be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go play some pool. Do you want to come join me? I'm gonna go run some errands. I need to go get some food for my family. Do you want to come get food with me?" Because you're gonna go do it anyway, and doing this kind of shows that you're not depending on the person to go do the activity with. You're asking them to join you, which kind of shows that you want their company, but also gives them this like clarification that you don't need them, which I guess is attractive to girls, because especially as a reason they girls have just been like, especially the TikTok, they throw off the idea of a guy not being interested in them, which makes no fucking sense at all. People, they still DM people. They still converse with others on nights out. And like they still converse with people like going to the cafe, shopping around, running errands, like doing daily things in their life, but not with the pure intention to have them as their partner or be intimate. That's like really the big difference between being open and looking for relationships. Is this last point is the pure intention. People who are open, they're accepting of people going in and out of their life. Whereas people who are looking, they just want they want that person to just stay there the entire time. And like this topic that obviously I'm talking about now, but this topic came about purely because I saw my ex on a night out like 2 weeks from now, a week from now, something like that. And then like seeing that, like obviously a bunch of shit's going through my head, but it made me think about how long the process was for me to get over her. Like so ridiculously long. And I think now I'm like a really open person, like open with people coming in and out of my life. Like I don't have a fear anymore of, jeez, my heart rate's going really fucking fast now. I don't have a fear of people leaving anymore. I kind of become pretty comfortable with the idea that you can't keep everyone around just to please yourself. You have to, if you want someone to stay, you have to put in the effort that you gave them when you first met that person. Like friendship, relationship, whatever the fuck it is. You have to put in this, you can't like dim down the effort that you put in at the start. And so like even after finishing school, like there's some people that I've cut off because they're not giving me the effort that I've been giving them. Like I've had that self-respect to realize, like, look, you're not addressing the fact that you're like basically just brushing me off as a mate. So I'm not going to bother putting in effort. I'm not going to, like, you have to go cold turkey with it. I feel like you just have to not have any contacts. Don't worry about them, just focus on yourself. And that was not the process that I had to go through with my last ex, which was oh, around 5 years ago now. It was around 5 years ago, and the cold turkey aspect of it with no contact is definitely the hardest way to go about it mentally. It's hard, but it is the best and fastest way to get over it. Because now that I know that I can go through those type of feelings and be accepting to people coming in and out of my life, I've got that reassurance and like that knowledge in the back of my head that when I'm going through stuff like that, when I have someone that comes into my life, I don't immediately depend on them. I still go about my own life the way I want to go about it. I still do my own stuff. Like there's nothing that I do that depends on them to perform like in my day. Um, but yeah, now on to the next part of this episode. Um, it's it's pretty obvious. Like I said at the start, after finishing high school, the difficulty to maintain relationships outside of school is just so fucking hard. Like it actually is. Like it sounds so like first world problems, but it literally is. Like when we're put in a school, we're basically forced to become mates with the people that are in the school. Like we spend at least 5 days a week with these people, sometimes 6 for like private school kids who do like weekend sport. Sometimes even 7 if you do like a local sport with that person or some other like activity where you have to see that person. Like we're seeing them like every single day of the week. We have to converse and help each other with like assignments and do work that we need to do in school. Um, and like since our schools are associated with others, like other schools, like school sports, co-ed programs. So like for example, at Trinity, our sistering schools run and we'll do co-ed classes. So like we would eventually go out of single sex classes and do co-ed in year 11 and 12. So then you meet more people there, you see them like 4 times a week. We end up playing against like other schools and spending time with them, which causes us to become matched with them through sport. But now, since we're not obligated to see all these people at least 5 times a week, it unintentionally causes us to like spend a lot less time with them because it takes more time. Like I'm busy more with uni and work and doing my other like my own stuff like my podcast. It makes me feel like a shit mate because I don't really have a huge purpose to hang out with my mates. Like it sounds it sounds fucked, but not really. But during year 12, I think I made the most mates that I have in my life like through that year, and it's because like in year 12, like we go to every single library, study the sacks, exam period, like don't like literally go to the library every day. We're at 18th like every single week through year 12 because everyone's turning 18 and you end up becoming more close, like surprisingly become really close to the people in your year level because you're all going through the same shit. Like you're all stressing about sacks, exams, and you're all just trying to help each other. And so you become close mates to all those people. You end up getting invited to a couple 18s. Like there was like an 8 or 10 week stretch of like 18s every single week, like throughout the entire of year 12 to me. But I don't like don't get me wrong, I love, just like everyone else, like we love to catch up with our friends, but it's obvious. But it's annoying that like the only time now that we get to organize it is like to go out and just get shit faced. It's a lot harder to be with people in like a sober setting like school. Honest. No, definitely not. And so it's harder to develop like good relationships because like I know for a fact everyone has like at least five, like half a dozen people that they know where they only see them like going out. Like they only see them on a night out. And you're not necessarily like super close to this person. You're pretty friendly, like based all the stuff about each other, but you wouldn't be calling them if you like had some sort of problem that you need help with. You wouldn't like ask them to like catch up outside of like uni or work or whatever you're doing. But doing it, oh fucking hell. No, don't get me wrong. I love to catch up for a couple drinks. Like I think that's um where you get to like meet so many new people. But like I just personally don't thrive in that setting. Like everyone when they have a couple drinks can be conversive with each other, open up, be funny. Like literally everyone can be funny when they're drunk. Like even the quiet bloke is funny when he's drunk because he's not quiet anymore. Everyone can be entertaining in that setting. It's like in sober settings where I I think I thrive in terms of like my relationships with my mates because like my love language is physical touch. Like fucking ask Riley about it. He hates it. It's so fun. Like acts of service, like doing things for my mates. When they're in need, like my loyalty, my quality time with them, and you can only really do a couple of these in like a bar setting or going out. Well, there's not really that many acts of service that you can do for your mates when you're out. Like unless you get them someone to get them with or some shit like that. But like physical touch, you can definitely do. Like loyalty, like how are you gonna prove that there? And like quality time, it's hard to get quality time there because like there's so much shit going on. But um yeah, I just think like recently just like kid my relationships has been really hard. That's why um like the footy club and all these events like going on, I make sure that I go to them because I know that it's best for me to go because I'm gonna get something out of it. I'm gonna be with all my mates and people older than me who I enjoy their time because like they're all like great blokes. But yeah, like that's really all that's happened to be honest in this past month. There's not really too much going on, but um yeah. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the episode. I'm making sure to try and catch up with all the episodes planned and try and bang through a couple and get back up to date. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode and have a great day. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ugh.